Good morning there. You're watching QTV this morning, and I'm your host, Jennifer Sonko, here with my amazing co-host, Ibrahim Balde.
Yes, good morning. It's good to be here again. It's a new week. I mean, Monday. It's going to be a full week though. I can remember last week we started on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
You know, Monday was a public holiday, but this time it started straight from Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's good to be here, Janaba.
Yeah,
how are you?
It's good to be here. So how was your weekend? My weekend was good, not good. I was a bit sick on Saturday, but then Sunday felt better. Cooked my chewy kong, you know, chewy kong bu baax ak suma bisap si side bi ak yow tamit.
Ma tombal nga si kaane guwana.
Ma tombal si kaane guwana.
Ban façon chu nga toga duty
la diwlin.
Oh, you did duty?
Ma def duty.
I love duty. Definitely.
So wax chuy kongi duty da nga change sa accent bi.
Yeah.
Dang koy change.
Like a British speaking word.
Wow, change sa accent bi.
Wow, no, why man tay gisuma fi suñ lifin bi di.
Waaw suñ fi nekk borom su fi nekk rek ñun ñu dem.
Gisuñ ko de anamu. Mr. Ade mo fi wara nekk tay. Xana lu xew? The seat is empty.
The seat is empty. Yeah, so as usual, we have the African proverb. We have the newspaper review, which will come soon. And on Community Watch today, something very interesting. Ibrahim, on this particular program, we've been talking so much about the need for public-private partnership. And today we're about to, you know, we've seen the part of it, you know, through a particular project. But seeing continuity is important through this particular project with the GTSC and the Q group handing over buses to the GTSC. We've been talking about how much transportation is a problem, and then government needs to invest more when it comes to public transportation. I think this is a step in the right direction, getting the required buses as a means of transportation, and it's good to know that it's the Q group that is actually championing this particular initiative. We see that city buses, 8 city buses. The Q group will be handing over 8 city buses, 15 mini buses. We also have another 1 tour bus. You know, we also have midi buses, which are like 10. So altogether we see 8, 15, 10, and 1, which is it's a good start. Wow. And then from there it will continue. We've seen this particular project happen with KMC. You know, and KMC within 3 years was able to, you know, settle that particular transaction there, and now they own all of those Balit trucks. So that was the part of it, and we see that it's continuing. It's a good thing. So Ibrahim, I think public-private partnership really is the way forward. Janaba,
I mean, it wouldn't have come at a better time.
Right.
I mean, we all know how transportation is important. Without transportation, you cannot do your day-to-day activities.
Right,
you can go to work, you can go solve your problems. I mean, so it's very important. I think, I mean, this is a wonderful thing done by the Q Group. And of course, at Q Group, I mean, I think it's not only, you know, working to gain profit or to get interest, but also to benefit people outside. As far as we believe in what we say, the Gambian in us. I mean, so that's why we're doing all these things. So
yo, it's suñu boss la nak.
Absolutely. So no la wara deme. So we are happy. I mean, today they'll be handing over the buses, and I know this is going to change the way transportation is done in this country. So it's important. So finally.
Yeah, we will just allow him to settle down.
Yes.
Yeah, we will allow him to settle. Yeah.
Oh, you're not mic'd.
We will allow him to settle down. Yeah. So moving on, social issue. We will also be talking about food safety. We'll be joined by Etienne Silva, and we'll be talking about the results of the test conducted in Senegal on the sniper insecticides on smoked fish. And also we'll be joined by the UNFPA Rep Ndeye Rosar. She'll be here to talk to us about World Population Day and some of the work that they're doing there. And yeah, click segment, we'll be joined by Skengman Sweezy. And Skengman Sweezy is actually turning up soon, you know, just next week. Looking forward to that. So Ibrahima, what is our African proverb?
Well, I mean, it's a very interesting one. I mean, it reads, you cannot stop sleeping because of fear of bad dreams. I mean, because fear of bad dreams. I can remember when I was a little boy, you know, I had a terrible dream And, you know, so what happened is I left where I was sleeping. I went to my dad's house.
Oh, look at that.
You know, to go sleep beside him. You understand? So for me, I was thinking that is going to prevent me from, you know, getting those bad dreams.
Good luck.
Again. But so unfortunately for me, I mean, still I dreamed the same kind of thing. I mean, so it's like,
this is kind of talking about the fact that, you know, you cannot stop sleeping because of a fear of a bad dream. Welcome to the program.
Pleasure. I guess it's telling us that certain things in life are inevitable.
They are inevitable.
For example, if you're born, one day you will die.
Yeah.
Whether you're scared of dying or not.
You will have to.
It will happen.
So there are just certain things that you have to pass through.
Certain things are inevitable.
Yeah.
You know, you know, if you are born also, you don't grow younger, you grow older.
Yeah.
You can't stop certain things.
Yeah. And there are just certain processes that you naturally have to go through.
Indeed.
It's just like saying, well, I want to get money, but I don't want to work. I want to get education, but I don't want to go to school.
Or I don't want to study.
I don't want to study. Yeah.
Yes, so I mean, there are people who, mind you, there are people who get rich without working. They buy a lottery ticket and they win $100 million.
But also, it took you to buy the lottery ticket and do the effort.
But that's not work.
It's not work, but no matter what, if you had stayed...
You did something to make it happen.
You did something no matter what, to be lucky. Like you could have, because for me, it's about just sitting on one place to say, oh, I'm not going to do anything.
It'll come to me.
But it took you time to take your own money, even if it's $10, to actually buy that lottery ticket, and then it yielded something.
Sure.
So, you know, it's just talking about the fact that something needs to happen for something else to happen. You know, you need to put in effort for it to like translate into success.
Actions lead to reaction.
Exactly.
But your action of moving place of sleeping
didn't
help.
It happened. I mean,
the dream still came.
I was surprised.
But I think we all did that when we were little.
You know, I was surprised.
Like kind of, you know, had like scared to sleep alone.
I mean, everybody, I mean, if they're honest, they look back on their lives. There are times when you have certain dreams. Sometimes they're recurring scary dream.
Yeah.
You know, you're being chased by lions or something, you know, that kind of thing. And it's an interesting one because everybody has it. And whether you can do anything about it, of course, you can't. Because it's like the more you think about it, the more you're likely to have the dream. So,
but do you usually have bad dreams?
Not usually, but it can happen. It can happen to anybody.
Once in a while.
Yes, I mean, sometimes bad dreams are a reflection of things that are happening to you in your life.
Yeah.
And you're worried or you're scared about something. You know, you're worried about, you know, I don't know, running out of money or...
Well, in Africa, we have certain way of interpreting certain dreams.
It's not just in Africa.
If you dream a person died, I mean, they'll tell you the person is going to live long. If you dream a person laughing in a dream,
the person's gonna
they will tell you laughing in a dream it's bad. I mean, if you dream of a person crying, they'll tell you crying is good. If you see blood, they'll tell you blood is good.
Yeah, so for me, my grandmother advised me that when I have a dream, I should not like even tell. Let me just do my own interpretation. You know, because the thing is, you have a dream, you tell the next person, and the next person will scare you. Like the person will say,
they might not.
But most of it in Gambia Mr. Adi.
There are people who try and interpret dreams for people. Sometimes they're psychologists and psychoanalysts, and they will interpret your dreams for you. Doesn't mean that they're not necessarily. They might tell you something good.
But you know, the thing is, when you dream, just tell yourself, oh, it's a good thing, move on.
Sometimes dreams are real.
Because it can be scary. Some interpretations can be.
Yeah. Sometimes you dream because of certain activities during the day.
It's like a reflection. It comes
back to you.
Like almost like a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
And some dreams are very, very vivid. It's like literally, it's like you're watching something on the screen. Yeah.
It's crazy, you know.
Yeah. So let's move.
Interesting.
So let's go for a short commercial break, and when we come back, we'll head right on to the newspaper review. We'll be right back.
Check out the all-new Tigo 8 at S-Pass Motors. Call 3522-222 or 353-2222 for more information. Cherry.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, the Gambia's trusted network. Save up to 50% energy with the new side-by-side Samsung refrigerator. Samsung air conditioners come with HD filter and antibacterial for your protection. Save time, energy, and effort by using our washing machines, loaded with innovative features that offer superior cleaning technology. Step into the future of television with our slick and slim Samsung Smart TV designs. Sizes range from 32 to 85 inches. Smart LED, Crystal UHD Ultra High Definition, and QLED Quantum Dark LED. Get new ways of interacting with your TV. Unparalleled vision, right from the comfort of your living room. Our products are backed with 1-year warranty. Visit us at QCell Building at Caraba Avenue or at Boost Turntable. Contact us on 333-217 or email us at info@quantumnet.gm.
Welcome back from that short break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. Yes, so we will head right on to the Community Watch, Ibrahima, before we delve into our newspaper review. But better still, we'll just do it side by side, simultaneously, while we will introduce Eso Nyasi there and also talk to Mr. Ade here in relation to what is happening in the news on the newspapers. And like we mentioned in our introduction today, Q Group is not Q Group Foundation. Q Group is handing over buses to GTSC. If you've been following QTV News, you would realize when that decision was made about months ago, and then you know, just to some form of ease the transportation burden. We've been talking so much about public-private partnership, and this is one example. So Ansumana Esonyasi is here live from there, the handing over ceremony, to actually update us in relation to the happenings there. And obviously show us the babies, which are the buses, you know, the babies. And Sumana, are you there? Good morning.
Good morning, Jay. Good morning, Balde, and to Mr. Ade, and to our viewers out there. I mean, the background sound you can hear, I mean, they're hitting up the buses, you know, as we prepare to head to Banjul at Magadi Square, where they would be parked ahead of the big ceremony tomorrow, the commissioning of these buses, which will be done, and they will be handed over by the president to the GTSC. Now, I have to say it's a very proud moment for the Q Group, family, you know, because of, the companies or the group or the families' good track record, especially in terms of the public-private investments that the group has been doing over the years. This project actually started last year, and on the 1st of July, you know, following the bidding process. And I have to say, it's a proud moment really for the Q Group, because even international companies took part in the bidding process, but it was awarded to the Q Group. And, you know, this was on the 1st of July that the contract was awarded, and on the 8th of September, the contract signing took place. And today, like I said, it's a proud moment for the Q Group family that the buses are being delivered, you know, to government for onward, you know, distribution to all the GTSC, you know, sections across the country. But I have to say that these buses, are being, you know, purchased to help ease the burden on the transport sector in this country. We know the frustrations around the transport sector. We know the challenges that people face. So it's a very proud moment, really, for the Q Group to be able to continue, you know, supporting the development, you know, in this country, especially in easing, you know, the burden and the challenges that people face within the transport sector.
Yeah. So I was talking about the fact that, you know, this is showing some form of continuity, because the Q Group did the same thing for Kanifing municipality, and now, you know, with GTSC. So it's showing some form of public-private partnership in a sustainable way, you know, because the first one worked, obviously.
Absolutely. And you know, the good thing is, Jay, the Q Group family has been very, very successful, you know, in dealing with such initiatives.
Yeah.
You know, it's good that you mentioned the KMC project as well. Just to tell you, it's really very much similar with this one. The difference maybe would be that this is a much bigger one, where you have a fleet of over 30 buses. You have about 10 mini buses, 15 mini buses, 8 city buses, and
one tour bus.
You know, 2 tow trucks as well. So it's really a very big project, and it is being pre-financed by the financial arm of the Q Group, that is Ajib Bank.
Amazing. So do you want to go into one of them? Is that possible? Can you just go into one of them and then we come back to the studio and connect back to you? Because I would love to see how the baby looks inside, how the babies looks inside. Is that possible?
Absolutely. I mean, we will take you on a tour.
Okay.
You know, on a tour of the trucks, of the buses, one of the buses here, so you see for yourself.
Wow. So dagul ndangka rek nga duga si ben ñu xol li fa nek.
Yes. These are state of the buses. I mean, state of the art rather buses.
State of the art.
I wish you come here and see for yourself.
Yes.
Indeed. I wish you come and see for yourself. I mean, they are brand new.
Yeah.
They're in good state.
It looks
you
like
know,
it.
You can feel it. You know, and believe me, I know that people are going to love these buses.
All right. So, Ansumana, we will just allow you then to go into one of them, and then we will get back to you shortly. Just to allow you to position well,
yes,
and then yes, we will be back shortly. Yes. So, Ibrahima, meanwhile, we can go through the newspapers.
Exactly. Interesting.
And then we get back to.
They look very good.
Yeah.
You know. So, okay. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Is that for it?
Yeah, that's the foreign newspaper. Yes, I think we.
Oh, you're back. Oh, okay,
SOS.
okay. All right, amazing.
Yeah. So this is one of them.
Okay.
You can see for yourself. Very, very beautiful in here. I mean, like I said, I am pretty much sure that commuters are going to love it. They would enjoy their trips.
It looks nice.
And remember, absolutely. I mean, they are brand new, as you can see. Even the seats are covered. So these are very, very brand new state-of-the-art buses.
So, Ansumana,
sure, like I said, commuters are going to enjoy this. Yes.
Barkelul togal si bena lo la bugona wa barkelul togal si bena.
Je togu yaangi noy.
Togu yaangi noy. Am nga jola nga da nga buga lu yomb.
Li ma la wax rek ci angale. Wa li ma la wax ci angale jeey. Q group bi amin foog naa ràññee nañ leen lool ci liggéey bu rafet bi nekk di def. Pour gis ne dooleel nañ jëm kanam yi réew mi ci biir loolu. Su ngeen fàttale ko ci ay at ci gannaaw jàppale woon nañ KMC tamit ànd ak ñoom lëkkaloo liggéey pour gis ne li nga xamante ne moo nekk affaire yi dem ak dikk mu yomb ci réew mi rawatina ci affaire yi mbalit bi yoon nag dañ ñëw lëkkaloo ak nguur banxaasi nguur bi nga xamante ne moo amee yëfi dem ak dikk ci réew mi mu di Gambia Transport Service Company GTSC jënda moto yi nga xamante ne ñooy dañ ko jënda pour jàppale askan gi ci li nga xamante ne mooy dem ak dikk boos yi nag boos yu es la lu toll fanweer ak lu tegal comme ni ko gisee boos yu es la mën ngaa gis caabi yaa ngi nii naka noonu am na screen boo xamante ne mooy woon driver bi li nekk ci biir boos bi ak si biti kon lii dafa nekk loo xam ne lu yéeme la
lii digital
la boo xamante ne daal yaakaar naa nit ñi dinañ ko apprécier waaw lu digital la
lii digital la waay
lii moto yu es la
lii joolaa du ko dawal
la toogu si mbuus la nekk
waaw joolaa du dawal lii
waaye sant yàlla di bàyyi xel tamit Q groupe liggéey bi rafet bi ñu nekk di def naka noonu Ajib Bank ak Espace Motos ñi nga xamante ne ñoom ñoo jàppa ba lii mën a sotti lakaloo ak ñi nga xamante ne ñooy GTSC di wane ëllëg incha allah Makati Square His Excellency Président Adama Barrow Q group chairman bi dina teg caabi ci loxom moom mu daal di ko teg ci ñi nga xamante ne ñooy njiiti GTS si ëllëg incha allah ci Banjul si suba.
waaw waaye Ansoumana dafa mel ni public private partnership bi ñoo wax nii mun nañ koo jël sax def ko si yeneen secteur agriculture fi wàllum béy baa ngi fi yeneen secteur yi tourisme baa ngi fi comme que wook na si wàllum transportation diggante Q group ak yeneen i institutions si fi nekk dafa mel ni kon lii test la boo xam ne proof na ne dëgg-dëgg mun na moo law dem si yeneen areas tamit.
xam nga jëy sant yàlla ba mu bëri kontaan naa ci li nga ma laaj nii because lii li moo wane mooy xam nga Q group bi moom door na jël na lead bi te yàgg nañ di def lu mel nii so li ñu war a def rek mooy gën a dooleel façon ngi jéego yu mel nii te foog naa ñeneen ñi nga xamante ne yàlla wërsëgal na leen ñu am ay buntu liggéeykaay yoo xamante ne ñoo ko moomal seen boppa mooy private institutions yi ñoom it war nañoo mën a lëkkaloo ak nguur ak yeneen buntu liggéeykaay askan gi gis ne nit ñi dinañ ci njëriñoo mu yombal duna parce que lii soo ko xoolee tey jubluwaay bi mooy wàññi paas naka nooy tamit noppal nañ ci dog-dogi paas yi nga xamante ne driver dañ ko dee def ndax xamal nañ ma ne boos yeeg moto yi van yaa ngi fi tamit buñ dooree di daw dañoo daw amut naan ay ebe la Banjul wàccee la Westfield wàccee la Tabakoto dañoo buddi eb daay rek fi nga bëgg a wàcce di nga fa mun a wàcca te di normal paas bi nga fay amut yokk paas wala dog-dog ay paas te moto yi ëpp nañ fanweeri moto ëpp nañ 30 moto soo fanaa loolu c'est good start te lu ñëpp war a doole la te dañu war a comment Q group ci loolu
waaw Ansoumana dafa mel ni lu yàggul torop dinañ dellu si waat si yow su ko defee ñu gën a yaatal waxtaan bi ñu dellu si waat fii si studio bi ñu may la rek nga gën a comfortable yow ban sax mbaa duñ la employé ngay dawal benn parce que ni nga toogee nii danga si jag de danga si jag de
jëy boos bi dama ko yóbbu kër
boos bi foog nga yóbbu ko kër danga si jag baax na thank you so much Ansoumana jërëjëf so yeah ñoo ko gisandoor
waaw interesting lu am solo la maanaam transportation comme nu ma ko waxee rek it's very important in this country xam nañ ne nit ñi fii lu ñoo coow yëpp transportation la ba pare Ansoumana mention na something very important it's going to ease the burden of taking passengers to Westfield from Westfield to Latrikunda and charging extra fares. I think this is a good one. Well, we are not surprised. The Q group have been doing this. We've done this for KMC. We are doing it for GTSC. Tomorrow we might do it for Basse. Nobody knows.
Now it is left to also the management of GTSC to make sure they do put in the sustainability mechanism.
You know, when I saw the buses, I said, oh, they are beautiful. These are very new buses and they are nice. But at the same time, the buses needs to go to a routine of maintenance all the time. If you want them to stay long, you need to maintain
and that is now on the side of the government to make sure that happens.
I guess with the linking with Q Group and the fact they might be serviced at somewhere like Espas
can provide.
So, but that needs to be built into this because we all, as we're looking at the beauty of these buses, there's a dread that comes over us. Are they going to be, what's the sustainability of it? Are they going to be maintained in the way? And so this is a great initiative. And it's another great example of the kind of thing that Q Group has done.
And well, there's something there's something that I saw in the buses that I missed seeing. A place where you have the conductor's seat. When ESO was going round the bus, I saw something that I missed seeing in the 90s. During the manned buses. We used to have in our buses where you have the conductor's office, sort of a room, a small room in the bus where the conductor sit and sell tickets.
And that's there.
And I'm seeing that. And
I do not know that.
It took me back to memory lane.
At least you're assuming that's what it's for. I guess this being Gambia, they might sell the tickets outside, and then that's an extra seat for a passenger. So really,
I just hope they use it.
I need a passenger sitting on the conductor's seat. I'll tell you, get out of here.
But what I would like to see, amongst other things, is that we don't have these buses overcrowded as everything, for all sorts of reasons. It's probably wishful thinking on my part, but honestly, on a day like today, it's a celebration.
You know why I'm laughing?
Yeah.
Mariama said to me, it's not a room, it's a cage.
Anyway, let's move on. Let's take a look at the newspaper review. We have a packed program today.
Indeed,
like I said, we have the food safety that will be joining us soon. The UNFPA representative, Dairo Sar, as well, will be joining us here to actually talk to us about population matters. So, Ibrahim, what's on Foria?
Yes. All right, the Foria newspaper, some of the headlines read, CA National President resigns. officers play down on police military scuffle in Basse. And of course, food safety DG advises fish vendors not to use sniper insecticide on fish. Transport fares remain the same across the country. And Gambia-US signed threshold grant program for Gambia's energy sector. President to lay foundation stone for 5-star hotel on disputed land. And of course, on the editorial, the police and the citizens in a democratic society. Have the foundation stone of the hotel been laid? That's a question from the editorial.
So moving on here, point, we have that the information minister, Lamin Queen Jame, visits the point, which means he's still on his familiarization tour. And the latest is the point newspaper. And also Paramount Chief to go to any level of court to condemn monarch practice in the Gambia. Okay.
That interesting headline.
Very interesting.
Yes.
Right groups demand Jammeh to face justice as ex-NIA director convicted. Yeah, and also police deny shooting Sukuta man with rubber bullets. And also the Food Safety Quality Authority confirms presence of sniper in smoked fish.
Interesting. Now I'll start with the Sukuta man because I hope the camera can pick this up. The Sukutarians are claiming that what the police are saying is not true, and not only have they got the man's face there, but they're showing us the they've got the rubber bullets.
Yeah.
And so that one remains to be seen as to who's telling the truth. But it says Sukutarians debunk. Police police press statement on use of tear gas in Salaji. So that's one story. Then Magistrate Kurubali issued search warrant for ex-President Jammeh's property in Brufut. Dominic Mendy, you always mentioned already, resigns as national president of CA party. And President Barrow expresses disappointment at OIC projects. Well, not all of them.
Yeah,
some.
There's a particular lot.
There's a particular bunch. And then, interesting one, military officer and 10 others in possession of controlled drugs arrested.
Yeah. Yeah, so to start with, CA president has resigned.
Yes.
You know, and when you read that press release, what rushed to your mind after reading it?
Well, I mean, these things happen. It's quite. He talks about lack of trust amongst party leaders and so on. So you know, he's not.
It's not specific.
It's not only is he not specific, but he's not leaving on good terms, because somebody can resign from a party and there's no hard feelings and there's no things. But he says, you know, he talks about where is it? Trying to yes, it says his decision is anchored in a lack of trust among the party leaders, hence he thought it wise to resign from the position of national president of the party. You know, that's, you know, act of dishonesty. I mean, he uses very strong words. And so
one
this
might ask, what is happening in
what's happening within the party,
Yeah.
and you know, do they need to look at themselves and address you know, these allegations? They might come up with their own.
Yeah, I saw the spokesperson of CA talking about the fact that UDP was able to actually, you know, deal with defeat from President Adama Barrow. She doesn't see a reason why she can't deal with the president actually resigning. You know, which you talked about happens. But the problem lies where there's hard feeling, where there's a reason that is negative for the individual to leave, because the individual can always leave and then serve as a mentor or something, or be around the party still, be a member, but due to other, you know, reasons. But with this, there's a tendency that we might see the same individual in another political party because he's citing issues of dishonesty and stuff. Yeah,
I mean, he went on to say that, you know, my leaving will probably force the party to be honest. That's quite a claim to make. He says, given therefore my inability to live with what I am not is already revealed in the conduct of the party, I wish by this letter to convey my he's resigning not only from being his position but also from the party.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's quite.
Well, I mean, I think, I mean, he have his own choice. I mean, to live to live whenever he wants. I mean, but I can see some of the party members praising the man as a very important pillar when it comes to CA. You understand? Janaba, and at the same time, if at all they are taking UDP and NPP as a sample. I mean,
no, that's just one individual.
Yes,
yeah,
one individual. I
Yeah.
mean, according to what I heard. I
Reports.
mean, I think. Well, these two are not the same. I mean, they are two different things.
Any
I mean,
party worthy of the name must be able to withstand one person, 10 people, 100 people resigning.
Yeah.
The party has to be more than an individual,
Just
or 10
surrounding.
individuals or 100 individuals. But what is interesting is that somebody of that magnitude in the party making such allegations in
It's
their
huge.
resignation letter must give the party reason to think and look at themselves and saying, what is it we're doing wrong that has prompted him
Exactly.
to
And
not only
again-
resign but to make these allegations?
But and again,
Exactly.
Mr. Ade, on the other hand, there's a little positive to it. The reason why I'm saying that is because, you know, previously you can see that political parties are just surrounding one individual. If something happens, it's about an individual or individuals leaving the party than the party leader resigning, like the party president or something resigning. You know, this
guy-
means that it's not like evolving around one
Well,
person.
yes, I mean, when people think about Citizens Alliance, they don't think of Mendy as being the one
Exactly.
person. It's Ismaila
Dr. Cisse.
Cisse.
Yeah.
So if he had resigned, then that would have been a thing.
Well-
But
At least, right about that.
So
But-
that's a different.
well, I mean,
yeah, but
actually,
whatever the case, he's a leader too, you know.
many
he's
people,
not the leader.
He's
many
not the-
people
yeah.
will be thinking,
Yeah.
who is Mendy? In fact, when you
That's
talk
what
about
people ask.
CA,
Yeah.
I mean, people think about Dr. Cisse. When you
true.
talk about UDP, people think about Dabo. When you
Yeah.
talk about NPP, people think about Barrow.
Yes.
You
I think
understand?
that should change.
Yeah, so you know,
Yes, it won't change because when you think about how the country operates, all of those people are effectively the presidential aspirant for that party. They're not just the leader. If there's an election, that's the person who's going to contest the presidency. So it won't change when you have a presidential system. In America, the Republican Party is Donald Trump. It's now very much Donald Trump's party. In fact, those who don't follow what Donald Trump wants or believes in are being ostracized. So those who say that Donald Trump lost the last election, they're being turned on and attacked by their own members who still believe that he won the last
And it's
presidential
rigged or
election.
something.
It's become very much his party. So it's very difficult when you have a presidential system not to have. In England now, where you have a system where whichever party wins, the person who's the leader of that party becomes the prime minister. It's different. You're not voting in an election for Boris Johnson
Yeah.
or Sir Keir Starmer. Or you're voting for the party, and if the party wins that person, it's different. So
It is.
if that person resigned, it's not going to have the same effect. But in
Yeah.
a presidential system, you will always have
You
this
always have, you know,
Yeah.
things evolving
around
just
an
one
individual.
person.
Sure.
And, you know, yeah. Hope maybe we'll transition someday.
Well, it will transition if we no longer have a presidential system, but as long
Yeah.
as we do, that
That's
won't
just
change.
what
it won't change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Ibrahim, do you have any
let's
interesting
do
headlines?
Basse.
there?
I mean,
yes, let's do Basse.
the police and the Gambia Armed Forces personnel, you know, had a little issue
A contretemps.
last week.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
and it was very serious. I mean, it happened at a point whereby the army have to come to the police station to attack some of the police.
Allegedly.
Yes, exactly.
Allegedly.
You know,
Allegedly.
So which is very serious.
Repeat
I mean,
after us.
Allegedly. You're a VJ. You should say allegedly. But anyway, carry on.
Yes. So, I mean, let's look at the maturity when it comes to the security service. I don't think they should go to this extent. I mean, police and Gambia Armed Forces personnel
facing off against
a
each other
tussle like this.
No, it should not. And you're right. You've used the right word, maturity. When you have the security, the two main arms of the security sector in this country should not be facing off against each other in that way. It doesn't tell well. It doesn't give a good image or impression to the public. So no, we don't need things like that. If they have disputes, there must be better ways to actually solve them. I see that the police and the citizens in a
Democratic society.
So it's quite interesting
Yeah.
based on what you've just said. We have to be able to trust the police. We have to be able to trust the military, and we don't want them kind of being at loggerheads with each other.
You know, when I saw this, I mean, during the weekend, I said most of the Gambians are saying ECOMIC should go back to their countries. I mean, we don't need economic here anymore. We should trust our Gambia armed forces. We should trust our securities to take over.
Yes.
I mean, now, if the security is behaving this way, who is going to trust them?
Yes, you're right. I mean, you say most Gambians. I don't think anybody's done an actual survey.
But I think the Afrobarometer
there's
a
a sense that, and the thing is, I've always wondered when people say this, they're here, okay, are they causing any harm by being here? Does anybody say they're causing any harm by being here? Why do you want them out? Yes, let them go because they're not taking up space, they're not taking up our money, they're not causing harm. There'll come a time when they will review their mandate and it will be decided that, okay, it's time for them to go. But, I've got no qualms about them staying. Let them stay or go. I don't feel either way.
But do you think their presence in any way affects the integrity of our own men and women in uniform?
Well, I think people are becoming complacent. It's only recently that we had an authoritarian system where this same military and the police were acting at the behest of a single person, the president. It's not that long ago. Why are people acting as if it was 20 years ago? Jam has only been gone since elections of 2016 and left the country in 2017. So, it's not that long ago. We're talking about 5 years ago, that we were almost a dictatorship. And everybody's saying like, oh, no, we're fine now. No, we're not fine now. Yeah. We're still practicing what it means to be a democracy. You're talking about police and army facing off against each other. Isn't that proof enough that, they have not reformed themselves? They should not be doing that, And so it's a long way to go. And so let's not be complacent and think, oh, everything's fine now. It's typical.
Nothing is fine.
No, nothing's fine. Yeah. It's like somebody was blasting the other day, when I posted pictures of the roadworks, and they were saying, why isn't it finished? It should be finished now. And my reply to the person was that, shouldn't you be saying that, I want this to take as long as it takes so that it's done well, rather than done quickly, and then in a year's time we're all blasting them saying, you built rubbish.
Not good.
Yeah.
That's why most of the projects in the Gambia, they don't stay long. People are in a haste for you to finish what you do. And contractors also know Gambians need fat jobs, so they give us fat.
This is it. I go around some of the estates that have been built by some of these private companies. And when you go there, on the day they're inaugurated, it looks pristine, it looks fantastic. Go there 6 months later or a year later, they look like rubbish. The roads are dreadful, they're all pockmarked, full of potholes and so on. And you think, this is only not even a year old, and look at it. But on the day it looks shiny and new, but then you see that the tarmac is only this thin when it should be that thick. These things matter.
Mr. Hadi, I'm surprised to know. Last week when I listened to Barrow on QTV, he said
this is President Barrow,
yes, 1 kilometer of this route cost millions of dollars, millions of dollars. Sure. Can you imagine? It's very expensive, Geneva.
It's huge. And we know the amount of money that's mainly from the Saudis that is going into these OIC funded projects. And we really must deliver quality. We shouldn't just deliver any shoddy thing and say, oh, we've done the job. And then, when the Saudis come back in 4 or 5 years' time, they think, is this what you did with our money? We should not put ourselves in that position. We have to do good. Because these projects, once they are done, once they're delivered, they will be, and I keep using this phrase, and Mr. Mboj teases me, they'll be a game changer for this country. Because
state of the art?
Well, I wouldn't use state of the art means,
porous borders?
Porous borders. The reason porous borders becomes a cliche is because it's true. We do have porous borders.
Yes.
But yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ade, for joining us. It's good to have you here. So we'll just go for a short break, and when we come back, the program continues. Do stay tuned. We have a packed one today, so bear with us.
Save up to 50% energy with the new side-by-side Samsung refrigerator. Samsung air conditioners come with HD filter and antibacterial for your protection. Save time, energy, and effort by using our washing machines, loaded with innovative features that offer superior cleaning technology. Step into the future of television with our slick and slim Samsung Smart TV designs. Sizes range from 32 to 85 inches. Smart LED, Crystal UHD Ultra High Definition, and QLED Quantum Dark LED. Get new ways of interacting with your TV. Unparalleled vision, right from the comfort of your living room. Our products are backed with 1-year warranty. Visit us at QCell Building at Caraba Avenue or at Boosterview Turntable. Contact us on 333-3217 or email us at info@quantumnet.gm.
Light. From the beginning of time, light has been there.
It is integral to our survival and to our way of living.
We need light to work,
To build.
to grow things, and even to see our loved ones.
Light makes things easier and better.
So QCell has changed the way you buy Q-Power to make it easier and more accessible.
You can now access the same service quickly and get your cash power tokens instantly with the new QCell Q-Power code.
To light up your world, simply dial *363#.
With a touch of your fingers,
With ease and convenience from the comfort of your home or office,
you can bring light into your world instantly with *363#.
Q-Power, lighting your world.
QCell Sunyabus.
We innovate, others follow.
Have you been looking for the perfect indoor router with long-range Wi-Fi coverage and faster internet speed connecting all your smart devices? Well, we present to you the QCell Indoor Router, a router that has all you need and much more. For just $4,275, you can get 4G plus internet speed, wide coverage, and connect up to 15 devices. And that's not all. The indoor router can be used for both office and home needs. So, enhance your internet experience with our indoor router. For more info, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus, we innovate, others follow.
To make sure your company's products and services reach your potential customers, it is essential that you choose the right channel for your marketing purposes. QTV has the widest reach locally and beyond, and we can give your business the visibility it needs. Call QTV Marketing on +220 324 4444 or email us at marketing@qtv.gm and take your business to the world.
All right, good morning. Welcome back from that short break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. So Ibrahima, from the newspaper review, as well as engaging with Ansumana Isonyasi, now we're heading right on to the resident representative of UNFPA, Madame Ndeye Rosar. Thank you so much for joining us on the program. I think we're late to catch up with her, Ibrahima, on World Population Day, but nevertheless, yes, you know, the most important thing is that you're here and we are having the right conversations, Ibrahima.
Exactly. I mean, it's important and it's good to have you here.
Yeah, it is.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So I think to start with, you know, let's take a look at the theme for this year, which has to do with, you know, a resilient future for harnessing all opportunities and ensuring the right choices. And here we're talking about 8 billion people. You know, every single day population is increasing. So what measures do you think should be put in place to actually ensure that this resilient future that we are looking forward to happens in a sustainable way?
For the world, what it means is that we are 8 billion soon in November, actually.
Yeah.
And we should not be very scared about it. Okay. 8 billion people means 8 billion opportunities. And for each one of us individually, it means that we would like to have a healthy life, a meaningful life, with economic growth for everyone, all resources distributed equally around the world, and for people to just live their lives, you know, healthy, educated, part of society, fulfilling their rights and some privileges that comes with, you know, being a human being.
Yeah, but considering that we are not even 8 billion yet where we are, but obviously November is not far, but already there are existing challenges that we're getting to deal with every single day, even in connection to all the examples that you've given when it comes to health, when it comes to education and all the things. So you know, how can you ensure that, how can we, you know, ensure that really it can be resilient, you know?
I mean, it depends on where you are. For example, for some of the developing countries, the median age of their population is around 41.
Yeah.
And in countries, for example, in sub-Saharan Africa, we are around 18 years old.
Right.
So what it means is that we have to tailor it to the context.
Okay.
In our particular context here in the Gambia and for the rest of the Sahel and the sub-Saharan Africa, it's about ensuring women and girls particularly are able to go to school, are able to have autonomy over their body, are able to access you know, good maternal health, sexual reproductive health, which means that when you are young, you have to get comprehensive health education, you know about your body, your rights, going to school, finishing primary and secondary school, and being able to be part of the society. So a decent job as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, in November, we'll be hitting 8 billion. I mean, let's talk about how are we going to cater for all these people.
So meanwhile, Ibrahim, I think it's a very important discussion here that we are having in relation to World Population Day and bringing it down to our local context shortly, talking about the comprehensive education that she rightly mentioned.
Absolutely.
You know, access to contraceptives, all of these are important. But yeah, you can go ahead with your question.
So how are we going to cater for all these people? I mean, when you talk about 8 billion, people tend to think, I mean, this is huge.
And be scared.
You know, how are we going to make sure even the person living far away that most people don't notice going to benefit from?
I mean, first of all, the message this year is about not being scared that we are 8 billion, because it used to be the narrative a couple of years back. Being 8 billion means that we live longer lives. It means that the health systems and the education system around the world are working better. So people are enjoying their lives and they're living longer, even in the Gambia and in sub-Saharan Africa. So people are living longer and we are getting to be more than what we used to be. However, what it means is that, as I said before, we are all individuals and each one of us have rights and things that we would like to really benefit from every day in our lives. And if you look at the Sustainable Development Goals, we are talking about leaving no one behind. So what it means is that in each country, even if you are in a rich country, you need to take a look now at those who you have left behind. And as I said before, for our sub-Saharan Africa and in the Gambia, it unfortunately means that we are leaving behind 50% of our population, which are the women. So what we are trying to do, especially with UNFPA, is to make sure that these young girls from, from 8 to 18, at least from 0 to 18 years of age, are at least given a chance to go to school, finish primary, go to secondary school, because that's where, you build your life for the future, and that your rights, as I said, are respected by everyone. You are not married off before the age of 18. Right. You are given a chance to stay in school until you turn 18, and then you can make a choice and marry whoever you want at your own term, and then also get a decent job if you want one.
Yeah, so let's talk about the availability of contraceptives. It directly linked to, population growth as well. And the UNFPA is that UN body obviously supporting the government of the Gambia when it comes to its accessibility. So how far do you think we've gone as a country in demystifying, some of these, issues of accepting it, inward?
I mean, it's very difficult. It's a difficult question in the sense that the demand is there, although we really think that women don't have the needs, the demand is there. People are asking for it. So UNFPA has 3 transformative results that we are promoting around the world, and one of them is to tackle this unmet need for family planning. And today in the Gambia, 24% of the demand is fulfilled, but there's a long way to go. it also means that women don't necessarily have a say on when and how to get contraceptive, so they depend on their husband, which means that if your partner is not open to that, you may not have access to contraceptive, or even healthcare in general. So the last DHS was showing that most women don't have any decision making when it comes to going to a health facility. It depends on their husband or their families, and that's we need to change. And you know, that's where these millions of opportunities we are talking about and the resilience we need to build comes in, because if a bird doesn't fly with one wing, it flies with two wings, and one of the wings is women and girls of this country. And we need to make sure that, you know, they have access to information, education, that they make decision about their body. As you know, the Gambia is one of the countries where female genital mutilation stands at 74%. Right. It's very high, and it's not going down at a pace where we would like it to be.
So what are you doing, you know, in relation to that as a United Nations body? Because the beautiful laws are there, obviously.
Yes.
And then, you know, when you go to the courts to ask for convictions, then you can't see any, you can't point at, you know, success stories in this instant.
Yeah, so we have a long way to go, as you said, and the law exists, as we all know. It has been passed since the last government regime. And what we are trying to do is work with the different ministries to make sure that there is a sentence also attached to it when people are perpetrating it. But you know, it's not all grim. Let's look at the glass half full. A lot of women in the communities have dropped the knives. We are working towards, you know, ending it in all communities where it happens, where the prevalence is still very high. And we have made progress, but there's still a lot to do.
So, I mean, I think here, communication, it's very important, it's key. How often do you engage people in communities, especially the women that practice female genital mutilation?
We are there, we are there. Today, as I speak, colleagues are always working on, we have obviously implementing partners, because we don't do it by ourselves. We work with CSOs, we work with the ministries to make sure that we put an end to it. It takes a lot of efforts, as I said, because we are talking about here social norms, and social norms are very difficult to, it takes time. What we are trying to bring is a little bit of innovation, for example, in associating men, you know, building a positive masculinity where religious leaders, traditional leaders, and young men will come in and, you know, help us to really bring the issues and say, we don't want our sisters to be cut, we don't want our nieces and sisters to go through this again and again.
Yeah. So when the former resident representative was actually going back, he was here and we had a conversation with him, and he informed us of a center where, you know, sanitary pads are actually being made with women, giving some form of employment to these women. And we questioned him so much in relation to sustainability.
Yes.
So can you just update us in relation to that? Is it still functional? How is it going? How far?
No, so the center is in Basse. Actually,
in Basse.
I was there a couple of weeks ago with the First Lady. We were launching our program on ending fistula in the Gambia by 2030. And we visited the center. You have very young, dynamic women who are sitting there making these pads. Actually, they are actually even making more than the sanitary pads. They started making diapers for babies as well. And it's an opportunity. So now we need to scale it up. We want to make sure that it's not just in Basse, but everywhere where you know, we have these young, dynamic girls who would, young girls who would like to continue having these pads for their communities. We will go there. We are talking with partners, you know, to just amplify the message and all. But some of them graduated recently from SOS Village, and yeah, it's all still ongoing.
Yeah, you talked about the launching of the fistula program. So what strategies is the UNFPA going to use? We're talking about opportunities here, talking about health.
Yes.
You know, so what strategies is the UNFPA planning to use to actually work on it?
Okay, so first of all, the obstetric fistula is something that happens when women are in labor and don't have immediate access to a C-section,
right.
a cesarean section, which means that the labor is long and then you encounter injuries. With the First Lady, Madam Fatoumata Barrow, we decided to go into communities to talk about the issues. And, you know, it's a silent disease because usually when people are suffering from it, they will, you know, not talk, they will be ostracized. People, the husband, if they are married, will even divorce them in some cases. So we are trying to really build awareness about the fact that this is something very, it's unfortunate, but it's something that we can easily repair in a health facility. So the message was out, and we did a campaign for 1 month, and we were actually able to identify 11 women who came out to let us know that they were living with the condition. Obviously, what it means is that we also have to strengthen the health system to a point where, whether you live in a small village or in a bigger city, that at any given point during your last days or weeks of pregnancy, that you are taken care of properly, transferred to a health facility where you can get basic obstetric care. If it needs to be taken to a bigger facility, we also create the system for that. Obviously, it's something that UNFPA needs partners with, so we have created a task force with different ministries and other stakeholders you know, we will try to do a national strategy on how to end fistula by 2030. We are very happy to have the voice of the First Lady who's helping us to get the message out there. And, you know, all together, we hope that the Gambia will be one of the first countries to end fistula by 2030.
Yeah, looking forward to that. And it seems the UNFPA is picking up quite quickly, because the former resident representative, when he was here, was talking about how much really the COVID-19 pandemic affected your work. But now, you know, looking up on social media and the news, I can see how quick things are actually picking up, and we're all going back to, you know, the normal work. Is that so with the UNFPA? Yes,
I mean, we are happy that the COVID-19 pandemic is not in the past, but it's you know, it's getting much better than before. So we are able to go out there and talk to people and continue the good work we were doing. But even during the pandemic, as you know, we continue to really do our best to provide services. What's important is for us to make sure that at any given time, if you are a woman and you've been prone to gender-based violence, that you know where to go. We've created this number, the 1313, that you know, people can use when they have been subject to violence. We also have, you know, the health facilities where you can go if you need contraceptives, if you need services of any kind related to your sexual reproductive health and rights.
All right, thank you so much. But before you leave, I should ask, this is the first time that we're catching up with her on this morning. So, and you're the new resident representative. So, you know, how does it feel, you know, coming to the Gambia to serve?
I mean, first of all, I'm from Senegal, so Gambia is like a second home to me.
Same culture.
I speak Wolof, so it makes it very easy for me. You know, people were very welcoming. I've been only here 3 months, where we have done so much. And like I said, we've even had a chance to go out there with the First Ladies a couple of times. So really, I'm very happy and thankful to be here and serving the people of the Gambia.
Okay, we're wishing you a successful stay.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for joining us on the program.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. All right, so from there, we'll go for a short break. And when we come back, we'll be joined by Etienne Silva in relation to the results of the conducted tests in Senegal on sniper insecticides on smoked fish. We'll be right back.
Q Money, the biggest mobile money service in the Gambia, has taken mobile banking to the next level. Now, you can link your Q Money wallet with your bank account. Yes, link your Ajib or EcoBank accounts with your Q Money wallet and get instant access to your cash anytime. No need to queue at the bank anymore. Transfer funds from your bank account to your wallet or your wallet to your bank account using Q Money Bank Link is the fastest, most secure and convenient way to transfer funds between your wallet and bank account. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
want it, order for it, and pay quickly using Quick Pay on the Q Money platform. With great technology comes ease and convenience. Get a glimpse of what a comfortable life is with Q Money by dialing *323# now. Call 133 for more information. Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe.
Right, welcome back from that break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. So from the resident representative, Ibrahim Abanga Helne Munumawa resident representative. Do they mun again?
Because of the R.
Yeah, resident representative. Yes, I've just said
That's
it.
A lot of
and
R
there you
there.
go, sir. Thank you so much for joining us, UNFPA, on that update on World Population Day. And it's very connected because we're talking about 8 billion people with 8 billion opportunities, which includes health.
So can you imagine catering for all those
8 but this involves
people?
Health, and we are talking about how this particular test conductor in Senegal has confirmed that there's sniper in smoked fish. And we're joined by HN Silva to actually update us in relation to the results and what measures are going to be taken after knowing the results of this particular test.
Thank you very much for having me, my friend.
Yeah, my very best. My very best.
Because she always grills me, so I'm used to this show.
Yeah.
And thank you very much for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Finally, the results came,
Yeah.
and we are happy that we were able to fulfill our promise. That is to keep the public up to date with the outcome. A presser was organized, and we communicated the outcome of the results to the public. And yes, sniper it was, and as we all know, the results came out positive as expected. The only surprise is that the market, Bakote market, got about 9.18 milligram, which is a very high rate compared to the landing sites. We expected the landing sites to have a high concentration compared to the markets. So it's a serious issue, and we promised to embark on a risk communication following the press conference. So work starts now to make sure at least the markets are warded of these food items that may contain the pesticide. You may be aware there is not only sniper that was detected, but other substances, 4 substances. And the good thing from the press conference too is that the heads who were present said they will use the results to also lobby, to the board for an immediate recall of the substance from the market, because NEA actually planned to have this moratorium in October, which we know it is a bit late. So having an immediate moratorium will help.
Yeah.
So basically,
but actually, my question is that you talking about that work starts now. You're about to start some form of risk communication. Did this risk communication start prior to the results coming out, or you're just starting it now? Because when the results came out, it was a matter of probability. So when it just came out, then this risk communication started from then, and you're just catching up now, or?
Yes, we have to know what the results are in order to sensitize the public, because we didn't know, we did not know what the results were. We cannot preempt the outcome of the results. If the results had indicated that sniper was not in use, then we would say, okay, that's fine. But now that we know the outcome, we will now have to devise our training methods, whether or not there is, of course, need to train women on how to preserve fish, how to smoke it, you understand, and even how to display it. This is all part of the package, the risk communication package, because some women may say, I've seen elsewhere that some women lamented lack of training, and it is not only the food safety that is supposed to do this. Ministry of Fisheries can also do it, and I believe if it is sniper, because the NEA is working very much to ensure that a moratorium is in place. So I believe Ministry of Fisheries and Food Safety will be doing this risk communication and training as well in ensuring that our women vendors have the skills in on food preparation and also preservation and display.
You know, this is collective. The reason why I'm saying this is collective is because I've done a lot of stories actually on, you know, fish landing sites and stuff. And whenever I do it, it's about a matter of the women working there, or just generally people working there, telling me the difficulties that they're going through. And difficulties most of the time highly involves food preservation. And you can also see that even the structures there are not good enough. Like, they're not like motivated to do the right thing, you know, in these instances. So I think another thing that should also be looked at is going back to this, you know, smoking houses or whatever, I don't know what they call it, to actually kind of look for funds to do it in such a way that these women are comfortable and they're not actually frustrated to do some dubious acts to make money. I know there's nothing actually that should push you to use sniper on fish, but there's always something that warrants something. Like, that's what I'm trying to put across.
It even could be lack of knowledge.
Exactly.
Most of them might not know the toxicity of a sniper.
Yeah.
You understand? So we have to sensitize them. We have to tell them, look, this that you're doing is not safe. You understand? If you use it in food, it is not safe for human consumption.
No, you can kill people.
Yeah.
I mean, if you use it on
because
food.
Ninyange use lolo put commit suicide.
If you use sniper on food, Etienne, don't try to hide it.
I like the word can.
Wow. Bepare Etienne, you yen dangen am a lot of work to do in terms of sensitization. De madama dem master jena chuyi kong post kong bi suma status bi deka bi yeb di ma text nan ma sniper. So da nga gis ne already am na ñoo xam ne wax nañ ma reliably ne ñoom léegi dañ ragal anything loo xam ne dañ ko smoke. So loolu sa dafa affect the livelihood of these women.
But you said you were not going to ask me any question. That's by the way.
Yeah.
The key point, one of the key take homes from that press conference is the someone in the control room said it. So anyway, so actually what happened is the key take home from the press conference is the authority is not advising the public not to buy or consume smoked fish.
Wow.
Yes, they are not discouraging people from practicing or from the practice. They are discouraging people from the practice that is using sniper on smoked fish, but they are not discouraging the public from buying or consuming smoked fish. You know, so because you cannot tell who is or who is not using it. What we are doing now is to train them in order to discourage them from the training is to discourage them from the act.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So legi Etienne dafa melni tamit dafa am problème bu nekk fofu. Problème bi moy nga waxon na la ko ne di Gambia fi dara su fi xewé la ñepp day juk. So legi ndax dañoo continuer sensitizations ak training yi, are they going to continue?
Yes, we are not reactive. We are proactive. We might, you know, you may say we are reactive to
this whole
this
sniper
one because yes, even in security, you know, they rely on information intelligence report to actually keep the country safe.
But you can't use that in this instant. Body bo xamne sen responsibility pour communication la ak inspection sa yoyu lolu dafa wara continue. So continue rek dafa melni liggéey bi amna lu ci dess.
Yes, we will learn from this. Wow. This is a learning curve.
Exactly.
And we will be proactive going forward.
Okay.
And we will make sure the structures in place are strengthened for the job.
Yeah.
Because when you talk about sniper, you have to analyze samples. If you want to know whether these substances are in existence in food, you have to collect samples from those food products and test them in a competent lab. And when you talk about a competent lab, you know, you have to ask yourself whether or not the structure, that
exactly,
structure is in
yes.
place. So we have to make sure, at least in addition to sensitizing the public, we also have to work on that. And we have a lab at ITC, which is currently being developed. You know, some equipment are being housed there. Hopefully, in the no distant future, it will be fully functional. But you know, most of these substances have their laboratories. Like
and
if you,
are the personnel even here? Do we have
yes,
the technical
we have food scientists. At food safety, we have you know, a fully housed scientific department. We have the personnel, but you know, every substance has its own lab. You cannot just test you know, substances in one lab. You understand? That is why sometimes it requires sending, you know, lab samples overseas, because if you don't have the equipment here, you have to, you know, send it to a lab somewhere to test the results. You understand? So basically, that's
interesting. What is the status of the Abuko?
Yes, the matter is currently in court. It resumes on the 21st. For the second hearing. From what I can say, almost all of them, apart from, I think, the 9th person, suspect has turned himself in, and one of them, you know, actually said he's not guilty, and the rest actually pleaded guilty. So the second hearing is on the 21st, and we will take it up from there.
All right. Thank you so much, Etienne, for joining us.
Thank
Due
you.
to time constraints, we have to let you go.
Thank you.
But I'm happy that you mentioned you'll be more reactive moving
proactive
forward. Moving forward. I mean reactive. Proactive moving forward. But Etienne, one thing I want to say is that we are so proud of the work that you do, no matter what, because you are one of the communications officers in the Gambia as a journalist that I can count on to get information. Most of the time I call communications officers, you know, how am I director? You know, but you are someone who will say, okay, you can depend on me, let me verify this, you know, and that is more of what we need. So thank you so much for the work that we do, that you do. Thank you so much.
The work we do.
We do, but you do, because we need you no matter what. We need each other.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we'll get to digest all of this information with some form of entertainment. We'll be right back.
Light. From the beginning of time, light has been there.
It is integral to our survival and to our way of living.
We need light to work,
to build,
to grow things, and even to see our loved ones.
Light makes things easier and better.
So QCell has changed the way you buy Q-Power to make it easier and more accessible.
You can now access the same service quickly and get your cash power tokens instantly with the new QCell Q-Power code.
To light up your world, simply dial *363#.
With a touch of your fingers,
with ease and convenience from the comfort of your home or office,
you can bring light into your world instantly with *363#.
Q-Power, lighting your world.
QCell Sunyabus.
We innovate, others follow.
Save up to 50% energy with the new side-by-side Samsung refrigerator. Samsung air conditioners come with HD filter and antibacterial for your protection. Save time, energy, and effort by using our washing machines, loaded with innovative features that offer superior cleaning technology. Step into the future of television with our slick and slim Samsung Smart TV designs. Sizes range from 32 to 85 inches. Smart LED, Crystal UHD Ultra High Definition, and QLED Quantum Dark LED. Get new ways of interacting with your TV. Unparalleled vision, right from the comfort of your living room. Our products are backed with 1-year warranty. Visit us at QCell Building at Caraba Avenue or at Boosterview Turntable. Contact us on 333-217 or email us at info@quantumnet.gm. Have you been looking for the perfect indoor router with long-range Wi-Fi coverage and faster internet speed connecting all your smart devices? Well, we present to you the QCell Indoor Router, a router that has all you need and much more. For just $4,275, you can get 4G plus internet speed, wide coverage, and connect up to 15 devices. That's not all. The indoor router can be used for both office and home needs. So, enhance your internet experience with our indoor router. For more info, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus, we innovate, others follow. Your favorite QCell service has gotten bigger. eFunkanta. Now you can loan bigger credit amounts to make life easier for you. Loan $75 and $100 and pay later. Yes, you heard me right. Get credit loan from $10 to $100 using eFunkanta by dialing *393#. Anytime you run out of credit, whether you want to buy Q Power, browse the internet, make urgent calls, or send SMS, eFunkanta is the service for you. Dial *393# and choose the loan amount of your choice with no hassle. For more information, call our customer care on 111. QCell, Sunyabus, the pioneers of mobile loan service in the Gambia. We innovate, others follow. Terms and conditions apply.
Q Money, the biggest mobile money service in the Gambia, has taken mobile banking to the next level. Now, you can link your Q Money wallet with your bank account. Yes, link your Ajib or EcoBank accounts with your Q Money wallet and get instant access to your cash anytime. No need to queue at the bank anymore. Transfer funds from your bank account to your wallet or your wallet to your bank account using Q Money Bank Link is the fastest, most secure, and convenient way to transfer funds between your wallet and bank account. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
To make sure your company's products and services reach your potential customers, it is essential that you choose the right channel for your marketing purposes. QTV has the widest reach locally and beyond, and we can give your business the visibility it needs. Call QTV Marketing on +220 324 4444 or email us at marketing@qtv.gm and take your business to the world.
Welcome back from that break. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV this morning. From an African proverb, from newspaper review to community watch, onto social issues, and now finally onto the click segment, giving us some dose to actually digest everything that we've said here. And another thing is, you're turning up soon. Excuse me.
Exactly, for real, man. Good morning, guys. I'm Skengman Sweezy, and this is the morning show that comes away from Monday to Thursday. But I want to say happy birthday to Famzy Love. I love you so much, man. Keep being you, man. And I have two amazing guests in the studio with me today. Trusted, the studio is on fire today, man. I have Jirian with me, and I have Lizzie the hardest man. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you, thank you.
It's a pleasure having you guys in the studio with me, man. I have my baby by me today. First of all, Lizzie, let me ask you this question. Yeah. I know you personally, but I want my fans out there to know you as well. Sure. Who is Lizzie the hardest?
Lizzie is a girl, not a boy. And then, okay, that hardest thing is always confusing a lot of people. They'll be like, Lizzie, why that hardest? I'll be like, why do you want to know everything?
You need to clear it out today.
Oh, no, I'm not going to talk about that. But what I'm going to say is I'm an artist, and then I'm from Brickhammer, you know, and I'm doing Afrofusion.
Saturday bar, we're doing it big today,
man.
For real. Jiran, let's talk about you. I want to know you, bro.
I think
first time on the show.
Oh yeah, actually. Yeah. First of all, shout out to Gambia, shout out to everybody that's been listening to my song. You guys have been amazing. I took out this amazing Kumotalevu song, and you guys have streamed it, and thank you guys. My name is Jirian, music artist, Nigerian, raised in Gambia, Kololi. Shout out to you guys. That's
doing it big. You know, you have the Gambian Nigerian connection thing.
Yeah, so I actually grew up here.
Exactly, so exactly. We're just making it fun for the Gambian people to listen to you as well, man.
That's why I'm here.
You know, exactly, man. So now, Lizzie, you just dropped a new video, man, a new visuals, making waves all over the Gambia.
Everywhere.
Let's talk about that, man. What inspired the video and the song itself? Because it's a love song. When I listen to it, to me, it's like something personal about you. So what really inspired it?
You know, love is crazy. Love is amazing, but like, if you have a lot of obstacles.
I know you're going to say something, I swear.
What is happening here?
Okay, let's go. She's my baby as well.
She's a baby?
Yeah, she's my baby.
All right, and then you're
my baby as well.
Well, okay. Did it? Don't the Lulu? No way. You know, that video is something crazy because it really inspired me a lot. You know, because when you're into some kind of career, you have a lot of obstacles, even in relationships, you know, whether it is family or you dating with someone, so you have a lot of challenges. So when you look at the whole thing, there is an idea, and that talks about that is the challenges. Where that was a portion where I said, even if people don't care, so and whatever they say. We just have to stand beside each other.
Exactly. And that's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do for real, man. Now, Jivan, let's talk about your musical career.
My musical career started from Gambia. Started many years back. It's just been amazing. I've been recording, doing songs, and not really interested in taking them out. Because I'm a kind of artist that want to work better. Like, I'm not satisfied with my job.
I know it.
So when I moved to Nigeria, 2016, I got signed to a label, Paris Music Empire.
Nice.
And they started pushing stuff, and they're like, guys, no, you should take out this song, man. This song is dope. And I'm like, no, let me do something else. And we dropped Comment Allez-vous.
Yeah.
And bro, it went to 1 million streams.
Exactly,
on Boom Play. I was like, wow, this stuff is really going. But this is what I'm doing, bro. I want to actually take my music to another level.
Yeah.
And mixing it with Gambians as an Afro. Comment Allez-vous was a first in its history. When a Gambian, Nigerian artist is a Nigerian, a Gambian, you know, talking about the music and talking about the country, talking about the life and everything.
Exactly.
So basically, we're here now to turn things around.
Exactly. And actually, I know the Nigerian music industry is really tough. It's a crazy one, I could say. It's a mad one. You need to be super talented to penetrate the industry in Nigeria.
And you need to be ready.
Yeah.
Not the talent doesn't do the job.
Yeah, it's about how the readiness as well.
Yeah, talent doesn't do the job.
As well.
Honestly.
So how is the industry like for people like you in Nigeria? Is it that favorable to you, or is it?
Yeah, it's working for me because I'm sampling Gambia.
That you're repping two.
Yeah, I'm repping,
nations.
so it's working for me because I'm coming. People's like, what's this guy saying? Like the last verse on Comment Allez-vous, yeah, they're like, what's he saying?
Exactly.
So yeah, it's working for me.
Exactly.
Gambia is really working for me.
Yeah.
The stones and stuff that we went through when we were young, yeah, bro.
Gambia is working for my guy right here, man.
For me,
and it's working for me as well, man. Now, Lisa, let's talk about you. You're from a town. You're from a town that people said is one of the most talented towns in the Gambia, which is Brikama. You have a lot of. During the past years, we have seen a lot of artists emerging from Brikama.
Sure.
And people like you, like let's say you're one of the key female artists from Brikama.
Yeah.
There are not much people like you that are into music from Brikama.
No, we were only two.
Exactly. So
still two.
How is the struggle like for people like you to be on platforms in Brikama? And what is your relationship with your fans from Brikama as well?
Well, for my fans, they're amazing. And then, like, Brikama is a place where they support. And then when it comes to music industry, you know, Brikama is the only place that you can say, when I go to Brikama, rock that stage, I can be somebody. And then whereas the whole Gambia is going to know about you.
Exactly.
But if you cannot go to Brikama, you cannot even have something there, forget about it. Nobody will know about you.
Okay, for real, man. So, gentlemen, I'm giving you the honor again today. Okay. We're premiering 2 music videos on QTV today. Exactly, and I want you to do that.
I want us to start with her.
Obviously, we're starting with her.
Give her the honor. Excuse me.
It's always ladies'
Take
fault.
a lay back seat.
Excuse
me.
It's always ladies' fault.
No, get away.
She's not gonna have heartbreak.
No, I'm not sure. It's a surprise. So, gentlemen, do this for us.
It's a surprise, though.
I want you to premiere a video by Lizzie the Hardest called Sugar Love.
So this video is by Lizzie the Hardest. Let's take a look at it, and I'm looking forward to being impressed.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.
Even if you hurt me, I don't care. All I need is a love, boyfriend. Your love, your touch. I your body. Oh, yeah. Just let me touch your body. Bad boy, just give me that, give me back, give me that. Lean on me, they follow Lene. Come closer, they follow Lene. Canunyo, my sugar love. Summer hobby, said na my sugar love. If you love me, give me answer. That girl is the one I conquer. Nothing will never prosper. I'm done with your love. I'm done with your love. I'm every man design. I can put that house on fire. Fire.
Hey, yeah, welcome back from that quick break, man. I'm having fun in the studio. Big shout out to Lizzie the Hadders. No, that's my twin brother. We don't look alike. That's my twin brother. Exactly. I'm Skengman Tuesday and he's Booba. So two different things as well, man. You know, and big shout out to Ann for doing the video.
Visual, yeah.
Exactly. You know, that was really justice done in the video.
Okay, allow me to talk about the video. Yeah, on the video.
Talk about
so we love the video. I think it's a really nice video.
Exactly.
I like the visuals, the coloring as well.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's a really, really good one. So it's Booba Fati there, not Skengman.
Don't forget, hit Booba Fati up if you want a video. If you want to do a video with him as well, man, he's available.
So you're modeling all of a sudden.
Exactly, man.
Okay.
Now, Jennifer, I'm premiering another video from Jiren, man.
All
it's
right.
called Abena. We'll be right back after the music break.
All right, we'll be right back.
It's Wonder Beat, baby.
A man tree to the light. See me no feel like girl, you are one of a kind. I better you came right on time. I better say you got to my time, but I did rain or shine. Can you steady there by my side? You never see this coming, and the next thing I know, unconditional love. You never see this coming, and the next thing I see.
Hey, yeah, that's Abena by my brother here.
Yeah,
let's talk about this video, bro. Let's talk about it. The concept, and the song is a good one, actually. I'm not gonna lie. I love the video. I love the concept. I love the creativity of everything. So I want you to just give us a hint about the video itself and what inspired the song.
Okay, I recorded this song in my house.
Yeah.
I recorded the song in my house. Everything about this song is just about me because I practically recorded the song myself. We put out the song, 5 million views on TikTok. Then we dropped the video. Congrats to Gambia and myself. The song is just showed it. This is the first time I'm playing the video. The video will be dropping on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm just being told that we're running out of time, man. But till I come your way tomorrow, man. But before I take a leave with you, man, link Asu. He's gonna make you something like this, man. If you need it, or link me and myself, I'm gonna make you something like this, man. And back to you, Jennifer.
Anyway, thank you so much, lady and a gentleman, for joining us. It's really been a good one. Yeah, I'll surely go and check on those videos. They're very, very nice ones. Yeah, so thank you so much. So today we're going to have an extended version of This Morning. So if you're just tuning in, do not think it's your usual This Morning that you're actually seeing, and we are getting into 12 o'clock. So you get to bear with us today because we have something quite special that is ongoing. The fact that Q Group is handing over buses to GTSC to, you know, just to ensure that that form of transportation is there. And we've done it before. It's been successful. So this is just some form of continuity. So we'll just link to Ansumana Esonyasi now, and he will further give us an update in relation to what is happening there as the buses from the GTSC office heading right onto Banjul, where President Adama Barrow will be personally receiving the keys tomorrow to these particular vehicles. Ansumana, are you there? Ansumana, can you hear me? All right. So if Ansumana is not there, we'll just go for a short commercial break. And when we come back, we will just head right onto that. We'll be right back.
As the fastest growing GSM company in the Gambia, QCell has the widest 4G plus coverage in the country, 3 times faster internet speed than our competitors. So switch now and dial *335# and enjoy what true 4G feels like. QCell, the Gambia's trusted network.
Light. From the beginning of time, light has been there.
It is integral to our survival and to our way of living.
We need light to work,
To build,
to grow things, and even to see our loved ones.
light makes things easier and better.
So QCell has changed the way you buy Q-Power to make it easier and more accessible.
You can now access the same service quickly and get your cash power tokens instantly with the new QCell Q-Power code.
To light up your world, simply dial *363#.
With a touch of your fingers,
With ease and convenience from the comfort of your home or office,
you can bring light into your world instantly with *363#.
Q-Power, lighting your world.
QCell Sunyabus.
We innovate, others follow.
Your favorite QCell service has gotten bigger. eFunkanta. Now you can loan bigger credit amounts to make life easier for you. Loan $75 and $100 and pay later. Yes, you heard me right. Get credit loan from $10 to $100 using eFunkanta by dialing *393#. Anytime you run out of credit, whether you want to buy Q-Power, browse the internet, make urgent calls,
We'll get to fix that. Yes, we are back now. Sorry for that brief interruption there. If you're just tuning in, you're watching QTV. So please do not think that you're watching this morning. You're just watching, you know, a continuation of the program today as the Q group is actually handing over GTSC buses. So I'm aware that Ansumana Isonyasi is on the line to further update us in relation to the happenings there. Ansumana, good morning once again, Ansumana.
Thank you.
And I'm aware that you're there with the marketing manager.
Yes, I'm here with the marketing manager, your namesake, Jennifer Ba. Yes, so, I mean, Jennifer, thank you for, agreeing to speak to us. We're very much happy to have you on our platform. Take us through this project just briefly.
Thank you very much, Eso, for having us. GTSC in 2020 approached the Gambia government to alleviate transport challenges, especially in the urban, for Gambians alike. So this has been very instrumental, easing the demand, especially for commuters who scramble for vehicles especially for commuters who scramble for vehicles in the early hours of the mornings and late in the evenings when traveling to and from work, respectively. This is there is room for expansion in this market segment, and GTSC, we wish to intervene, and that is why today we are here with the inaugurating these 33 buses tomorrow, inshallah, at the Makati Square. Transport has unquestionably is an important role in distributing social economic benefits, and therefore proving it is an integral part of the social justice. And in order for the government to make the National Development Plan a reality, ESPAS, of course, partnered with GTSC, so we got these 33 buses today for the general public.
I know you mentioned the challenges within the transport sector, but how will this, impact? I mean, especially in helping people out there.
Yes, it will stabilize the general transport fares most especially. And then the challenges, like I just mentioned earlier on, people face during the early hours of the morning going to work and in the evening going back to their respective houses. We all know that transportation, it's a big challenge for some of us that are out there. So this definitely will ease these challenges for many of us.
I know you may not want to preempt. The big event is coming tomorrow, but you talk about stabilizing the transport fares. Should we look forward to maybe, lesser fares?
Oh yes. Lesser fare. Be rest assured that very affordable. GTSC, the tariff is very affordable, and we will share it to the general public, inshallah, in due course.
Yeah.
And definitely, especially with these hard times, it's very
So just quickly in Wolof for the benefit of our local audience as well. I mean, Jenaba Bah, am nañ mbégte kontaan pour waxtaan ak yow ci programme bi. Xam nañ ne yaa jiite affaire marketing waaye ñu bëggoon rek nga wax ñu ndax suñ gannaaw tey gis nañ fi ay moto yu ci fi nekk ay boss yu rafet ma bëggoon rek nga wax ñu si tuuti.
waaw eso jërëjëf comme ni ma ko waxee si anglais si kàllaama nasaraan at bii nii passé GTSC dañ approach woon Gambia government pour ñu dimbale ñu si jafe-jafe yi ñu dee am si urban transport bi. Okay, with the support of Espace, ñu am an agreement with Espace ñu jënda 33 buses yi ñoo waaj a inaugurate ëllëg 33 buses yi nii nag dañ ko indi pour door rek pour urban bi Greater Banjul area bi we call it nga xam ne nit ñi luñ obvious ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne dañ dee soona suñu weesu transportation especially ñi dee dem liggéeyi suba ak yooyu noonu soo wàccee tam ñibbi sa kër xasul bi danga dee soona ak pass bu seer bi dog bi so ñu ne ok why not ñun tam ñu ñëw ñu intervene ñu play suñu waala ñu make sure ne coono tukki daal dinañ ko wàññil suñu commuter si
soo waxee si affaire yi wàññi coono tukki ndax mën nañoo séntu tamit xëj na pass bu wàññeeku moto yi tamit xëj na convenient na trop pour ndiki soo si nekkee tamit.
waaw esoña si pass bi moom yomba la def dinañ tarif bi dinañ ko génnee after pour ñëpp ñu gis waaye ñu ngi leen a assuré yomba na it's affordable Gambian bu nekk di nga ko mun a afford ba pare amuñ dara like dangaa dugga fii wàcca fii direct services la moo nekk yi nga xam ne soo fayee sa benn pass xam nga ne fii ngaa dem fay nga loolu noonu fala la boss bi di yóbbu directly waaw.
soo amoon looy ñaax nit ñi tamit pour support tamit service yi ngeen a provide lan nga am pour wax ak tamit kiw groupe bi nga xam ne ñoo ñu nga partnal Espace.
waaw kiw groupe dañ leen di ñaan ñu gën a ñëw because ñu ngi envisage in the next 3 years ñu expand indi ak greater fleet ñu ngi leen a ñaax tamit xam nañ ne partnership bi dina continuer waaye pour ñu bàyyi ñu xel rek ñu xam ne partnership bi dinañ leen engage pour ñu support ñu ak the Gambia government of course ak yeneen public private institutions mun nañoo ñëw comme ni ko kii waxee dañ nekk di encourage public partnership lifin bi so na ñëpp ñëw ñu ngi ñaan Gambian si tamit nañ good care of the buses because ñun ñoo ko moom ñun social security ñooy suñ parent company te ñun ñëpp xam nañ ne social security Gambian si yëpp a ko moom ba pare pensioners funds ñoo fa nekk so it's a Gambian thing ñun ñoo moom boss yi ñun GTS yi dañ fa nekk di lifin nii rek but boss yi Gambian si ñoo ko moom so let them take good care of the buses it belongs to all of us.
jërëjëf Jenaba appreciate nañ loolu xam naa dinañ gën a waxtaan incha allah.
Sumaana
kooku mooy Jenaba Bah.
waaw
moo nekk head of marketing waaw Jenaba.
waaw an Sumaana balaa ngaa dem man suma laajte bi mooy dama bëgg a xam boos yi balaa moo dem dafa mel ni rëcca na la mbaa rëccut la ba pare.
waaw rëcca na ma waaw.
waaw rëcca na la waaye dama bëggoon a just laajte boos yi xëj na distribution bi naka la moo demee danañ koo distribute si different regions. pour fu mooy daw ak tamit ndax school si
ok
waaw
waaw loolu waxoon na ma si gannaaw ne si Greater Banjul area bi la moo nekk for now
rek
waaw waaye dinañ ko gën a expand but dafa mel ni bi pilot la pour gis ne wàññi nañ problème si nit ñi dee am si transport si within the Greater Banjul area bi den dinañ ko gën a expand loolu mooy plan bi
waaw dëgg la kañ waaye xam nga sometimes ñu am sa implants tamit and you never know but it's a good thing that it's clear ba pare tamit ma bëggoon a xam affaire school si nda yëfi school si tamit dañ doon jox school si waaye xam naa ëllëg ba léegi am nañ time fii ba ëllëg rek dinañ gën a mun a xam lu leer
bëggoon na ñoo laajte ndax tam affaire school boss
waaw
tam ñoo dee yëngu
waaw
wàllum school boss waaye
waaw so fi mu nekk nii Ansumana xaaral ñu bàyyi leen rek ngeen move ndanka rek ba Banjul su ko defee ngeen yóbbu boss yi foofu ëllëg nga xam ne foofu la président Adama Barrow di nekk pour receive boss yi moom si boppam as the president of the Gambia so Ansumana ñu bàyyi leen rek ngeen dem xam naa si kanam dinañ dellu si waat si yow thank you for joining us.
Inshallah jërëjëf Jaraba thank you.
morning balaa 12 di jot rek parce que dafa mel ni daganut ñu toog si suñ this morning plateforme bi am suñ this morning bi ba 12 jot te fekk ñu fi so waaw so inshallah dafa mel ni lii rek time lii lañ leen amaloon waaye ba si kanam xam naa gars yi dinañ connectaat si Ansumana Iso Ñaasi waaw jërëjëf.
Want it? Order for it and pay quickly using Quick Pay on the Q Money platform. With great technology comes ease and convenience. Get a glimpse of what a comfortable life is with Q Money by dialing *323# now. Call 133 for more information. Q Money, Sunyu Kalpe.
Light. From the beginning of time, light has been there.
It is integral to our survival and to our way of living.
We need light to work,
To build,
to grow things, and even to see our loved ones.
light makes things easier and better.
So QCell has changed the way you buy Q-Power to make it easier and more accessible.
You can now access the same service quickly and get your cash power tokens